Okay, Chairman, can you start? Just meanwhile, I shared the YouTube direct live streaming link in the chat box. If anybody like to join via YouTube, they can also join. Sometimes we noted they may face some audio or video problem in Zoom, so you can use both the channel, whatever you like. Yeah, Deepak bhai, please start.
Good evening, friends, and welcome to all the participants who has joined this wonderful Friday evening talk of Baroda Management Association. And I welcome all the members of BMA and the members of Managing Committee who has joined this particular program. Mr. Ashwin Khambata, who is a speaker for this today's evening talk, he is an additional chief engineer at Gujarat Urja Vikas Nigam Limited. Earlier it was called at Gujarat Electricity Board. So he is with GB since last 35 years, and he takes care of the commercial and regulatory matter of project based on renewable energy sources since last 15 years. And there are a lot many things to learn, and he is basically the one who can help us how exactly you can save a lot in energy. He is going to talk today on renewable energy, which is basically from sunlight, wind, small wave, and in all emission is almost zero. So he will show the benefit available for setting up rooftop ground-mounted solar plant in premises for various types of consumer, and what are the options available from government, how you select the various PV system, what care you should take, and he is going to explain the benefit to the commercial people also, that how exactly they can take the benefit out of this renewable energy, because in case of commercial space there are a lot of money involved as far as the energy cost is concerned. So without taking much time, he is basically one of the best person and the authority to speak on this renewable energy. He is the one who control. So I think that we have chosen the right speaker for the topic, and without spending much time between him and the participants and the topic, I request Mr. Ashwin Khambata to begin with his presentation. And before that, I request Nimil Bhai to declare about the our next program of Baroda Management Association.
Yeah, good evening, friends. Just I will take a 1 minute between that because there is very important announcement regarding the leadership series program we have announced, and that is a main for very key topic, something about the new education policy, and detail and everything I will share in the chat box at the end of the program, or in the slide form, or in the information form. So please join us. The program will be declared on the 22nd, the same Zoom link. All the details we will share by mail or WhatsApp or whatever social media is available, Facebook or Twitter live, right? Thank you, Deepak bhai. Please, Ashwin bhai, please, can you
So
just start?
Ashwin Bhai,
And
we
during
request
the,
you
yeah.
to begin.
Your audio is not clear. Deepak bhai,
Begin
will you
with your
repeat, please?
presentation. Yeah, you begin with your program.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Mr. Secretary. Good evening, everybody, all participants, and namaskar. As introduced by Sri Deepak bhai, I am Ashwin Khambata, working with Gujarat Urja Vikas Nigam Limited as an additional senior chief engineer for more than 35 years. Today we will discuss about renewable energy, rising demand of New India. We all know that energy is our basic requirement for economic development. In every sector, any sector, energy is our first need. You select the sector, anyone in national, whether it is agriculture, industry, transport, commercial, even in domestic. Day by day, you will see that your consumption of energy is increasing. At the same time, all distribution companies, generating companies have also to update and to cope up your demand. They have to enhance that energy capacity. Since long, we are see that there are generation from conventional energy. Conventional energy means generation from fossil fuel. Fossil fuel means coal, oil, gas, like this. But they are emitting carbon. Carbon, we will have to reduce carbon emission for our future. Second thing, there is also depletion in fossil fuel availability. Uh, it is learned that this fossil fuel will not last next 50 or 100 years or 20 years. We are hearing since long that fossil fuel will not last for long. So what are the alternate? Alternates are renewable energy. This growing demand, and to meet the demand of energy and on a sustainable way, we will have to see the alternative like renewable energy. Now, what are the renewable energy? Renewable energy are in different forms. There are different sources. In Gujarat, India, you will find wind energy generation from windmill, then solar energy. Normally, you will not find everywhere biomass, small hydel, bagasse, waste to energy. These are also sources for generation of renewable energy. Other sources are also under R&D, that is tidal energy, geothermal energy, but that are they are on a nascent stage. So normally we see around us solar energy, wind energy. Wind energy you will find in Gujarat on coastal area. We have, I mean, Gujarat have 1600-kilometer coastal line, and we have good potential of wind energy. Wind energy is depend on velocity of wind and availability of wind. So if you will see on western part, on Saurashtra or Kutch part, you will see the western wind energy a lot. Majorly in our Gujarat, uh, wind development is on western part. I mean, on Saurashtra and Kutch. Recently, you might have heard before 2 days, Honorable Prime Minister has also inaugurated hybrid solar park in Kutch for 30 gigawatt. It is not small, 30 gigawatt, 30,000 megawatt. But before that, we'll see the how government has developed this uh, sources. Even in central government, there is a ministry of new and renewable energy sources, MNRA, Ministry of Non-Conventional and Renewable Energy Sources. So there is separate ministry in central government. You might have heard before 4 5 years, there was a Paris Agreement. So all the countries of the world have decided to reduce carbon emission, where our India has committed 175 gigawatt of renewable energy by 2022. And accordingly, target is set to set up renewable energy 175 gigawatt. 175 gigawatt means 1,75,000 megawatt. It's a huge capacity. Also, MNRA launching different schemes uh, under renewable energy generation, rooftop, solar, Kusum. Kusum is it's a Kisan Yojana. It is for Kisan Urja Suraksha Evam Uthan Maha Abhiyan. Recently, government has launched for agriculture consumers. And rooftop solar is for every sector, even in domestic, commercial, and industrial also. We will see first wind energy, how Gujarat has developed wind energy. Since 1993, first policy notified by government of Gujarat to set up windmill by anybody. Anybody can set up wind energy and they can either sell to distribution company. At that time, it was erstwhile GB, Gujarat Electricity Board. They can sell whatever generation to Gujarat Electricity Board. Or there was second option to wheel energy for your own consumption. That is called captive consumption. So people will have two options. You can generate for our own consumption. If you set up a windmill and you don't have consumption option, you can sell to Gujarat Electricity Board. So in 1993, government had given so many uh, promotional measures given and concessions by which you can avail this wind energy through grid. If you have your consumption unit or industries in any part of the Gujarat, you can set up windmill at in Saurashtra coastal area, identified area. You can inject energy, generated energy in the grid, and you can draw energy at your consumption point. There were very consistent charges. There was no even charge, only 4% losses were recovered from the captive consumers. 4% losses means, suppose if you are injecting 100 units, then you will get 96 units during the month anytime. Anytime. Anytime means it is banking of energy. Suppose at the time of generation, if you don't have consumption, or at the time of consumption, you don't have generation, because wind is depending on wind energy. It's the infirm power. Only at the time when wind is there, your generation will be start. And at that time, you may have consumption or you may not have consumption. So at the time of generation, if you don't have consumption, that surplus energy you can use in any time during your billing period, means 1 month or 2 months. So it is called banking of energy. Or you don't have any consumption units, you can set up windmill, you can inject power with with power purchase agreement with GB. There were power purchase agreement at that time. Government has announced policy and the purchasing power at rupees 1.75 paisa, 1 rupees 75 paisa per unit. At that time in 1993, when conventional power was available hardly in 1 rupee or 1 rupee 10 paisa. So these were the promotional concessions and exemption that you set up. You come with renewable energy sources and enhance capacity in the state. Likewise, in 1993, then again, every 5 years, government has come with a new policy and given more and more concessions and more attractive. So our journey of renewable started in Gujarat since 1993. But so far, solar is concerned, solar technology was very costlier compared to other energy. In 2009, government of Gujarat has introduced first time solar power energy with
Sir,
with yes
Kamada
sir,
sir,
yes sir.
Kamada, sorry to interrupt, Deepak here. See, your screen is not visible. Only your video is visible.
Oh,
You just share the screen.
okay. Now, is it not visible, sir?
No.
Even I can see.
You will be able to see because it is your screen. You just click on the green button at the bottom.
Hello.
Yeah, just click on that green button, share the screen, and click on your PowerPoint screen.
Now.
Yeah, now it has come.
Okay.
Now it has come.
Now, okay. So
Yeah.
in
Sorry.
government of Gujarat has introduced first time solar policy in India in 2009 when a technology was very costlier, because to establish 1 megawatt solar project, it was costing at around 16.5 crores per megawatt. So 16.5 crores at that time, conventional way, you can set up in 4 crore. So there were 4 times costlier. And that too, that capacity utilization factor means generation capacity is 20% of conventional. Means you can purchase solar energy at 15 rupees. When when other energy is available at 4, 5 rupees, 3 rupees, this solar energy was costing at rupees 15 per unit in 2010. But government of Gujarat has come with policy. In the Vibrant Gujarat 2009, government has introduced 2009 policy. And thereafter, Gujarat Electricity Regulatory Commission was notified order for solar tariff. And at that time, solar energy rate was 15 rupees for first 12 years and 5 rupees for next 13 years. So distribution company can purchase solar power at 15 rupees for first 12 years and 5 rupees for 13 years. So distribution company sign power purchase agreement, we say that PPA, with the solar developer and give 15 rupees. It was very costly RFS. Who can dare to purchase at 15 rupees and sell it on 4-5 rupees? But government Gujarat has taken initiative to develop and to promote solar energy, because this was the first solar energy policy in India. Even government of Gujarat has invited developer on national level and international level, and there was huge UI expression of interest received to government, and at that time government has signed more than 900 megawatt at 15 rupees rate, when conventional energy was available as 3-4 rupees. But these were the paradigm shift in solar energy in India, because this solar energy policy has given the way to India to set up solar energy across the India. Thereafter, the progress, we see the progress of solar energy, that within 2 years, that rate, that rate has come down 16.5 crores to 10 crores, and tariff was at 10 rupees around. So this was the initiative taken by government. And now you will see that what is the development in solar energy and other renewable energy, that solar energy in Gujarat on 30th September is 3273 megawatt, and wind energy is 7844 megawatt. Total renewable energy in Gujarat is 11346 megawatt. Means it is more than 11,000 megawatt, as against our total energy capacity. Our total energy capacity right now is 30,000, wherein at the end of November it was around 12,000 renewable and 18,000 conventional. So we can say it is around 40% capacity of renewable. Of course, in terms of energy, we can it is not 40%, because capacity utilization, generation capacity of this renewable energy is comparatively low than the conventional. But the way we are progressing, the way government are coming with new policies, like in small hydel, waste to energy, hybrid energy, hybrid of solar and wind energy.
ખંભાતા
So we will
સાહેબ,
see. Yes, sir.
ખંભાતા બોલું છું.
હાજી, હાજી.
તમારો છે ને વિડીયો ઓફ કરી દો, તમારો અવાજ બ્રેક થાય છે, એટલે તમારી બેન્ડવિડ્થમાં પ્રોબ્લેમ થાય છે, એટલે વિડીયો ઓફ કરશો ને તો વોઇસ બરાબર આવશે.
ઓકે, થયો વિડીયો ઓફ?
નીચેનો જે સ્ટાર્ટ વિડીયો છે ને, વિડીયોનો જે બટન છે ને એના પર ક્લિક કરશો ને એટલે વિડીયો ઓફ થઈ જશે. નાઉ સ્ટાર્ટ.
થઈ ગયો ને?
હા, હજુ અવાજ બી બરાબર થઈ ગયો તમારો.
ઓકે, ઓકે. So
yeah, go ahead with the presentation.
Okay. So we have seen that within a span of 10 years, we could set up more than 3,200 megawatt in 10 years in Gujarat. And this target to Gujarat by 2022 is 8,000 megawatt for solar only. So we are progressing, and solar is set up across all sectors, not only industries, not only for developer to sell the energy, but in domestic and agriculture also. So how we will go? So what affect to normal consumer or normal people? So government of Gujarat has come out with policies and different schemes in renewable energy. In renewable energy, as I said earlier, there is two, three options that you can set up a renewable energy project and sell to distribution company. This rate is determined by regulatory commission, because regulatory commission is the authority who can decide the rate to sell this electricity to distribution company. Distribution company without approval of commission cannot purchase the energy, because rate is determined through a regulatory process. Regulatory commission first come out with the discussion paper on tariff and other commercial terms and conditions. They purchase, they invite the suggestions, comments, any objections for from stakeholders, from public. Even distribution company also give a comment on discussion paper, and after hearing and written submission, GRC determines the tariff, and that tariff is applicable to distribution company for a period, for a control period. Suppose GRC come out for 3 years control period, whatever projects set up within the control period is purchased by at the same rate purchased by distribution company. This is style option. Now another option is willing option, or to sell third party. Suppose industries set up for a project, either maybe wind or solar or biomass, anywhere else where potential is there, and its consumption units is in another part of the state. He can inject the energy in grid and draw the energy from a grid at its recipient unit, but with terms and conditions as determined by GRC, Gujarat Electricity, Regulatory Commission. So even captive consumer and third party sell. Third party sell means, suppose X is establishing a project and Y is receive the energy by power purchase agreement between the two party through grid. Suppose one party inject the generated energy and second another party within the state draw this energy, it is third party selling, but it is also through terms and condition and applicable charges to ISCOM. So these parties have to pay charges as determined by the commission, and they can use energy through grid, renewable energy. Because now the trend is that some foreign customers, consumers or foreign MNCs come in India, and they also ask that we will use only and only green energy, not other, not conventional. So there are now demand, and people are going for green energy only. So now day by day, we will see that how renewable energy is enhanced in India. Third one is captive use in under net metering. What is net metering? Suppose in your house, on your rooftop, you are setting up a solar power plant and using first solar power. And if surplus is there, you inject in grid. At the end of billing cycle, if your consumption is less than the generation, whatever surplus energy is injected in grid, it is paid by the distribution company at determined rate. So this is the best option when the DISCOM tariff, distribution company's tariff is higher, of course, higher than solar energy. That's why people are going for option of solar energy on rooftop. So under net metering, what happens? You consume your energy first solar, and surplus you sell to DISCOM, or other way. Suppose your consumption is higher than the generation, remaining balance energy you can draw from grid and DISCOM. DISCOM is charged only for drawn from DISCOM, and you are using 100% energy, solar energy, for your own use. Nowadays, you will see that solar energy is expanding because of the rates. And in 2010, there was 16.5 crores per megawatt. Now it has come down below 3 crores per megawatt. So that solar energy now per unit rate has come down less than 3 rupees. And in future, even we'll see that it may come much lower. So this is the option available with us to use solar energy or renewable energy. You can set up for sell to distribution company for your consumption. जी सर.
તમે તમારી સ્ક્રીન પર થોડી અપડેટ કરો ને, કારણ કે people are able to see the old screen only.
Okay.
So your PowerPoint screen is not getting updated. People are able to see only the old screen. So they should see the relevance between your screen and the top. Please, thank you.
Okay. Now?
Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. So as I said earlier, that how renewable energy developed, you will see on the screen that wind power policy first came in 1993, then 2002, and then 2007, and 2012, and 2016, with different rates and increase in rates. You will see that, but after 2017, you will see the paradigm shift. Central government has come out with the guideline to purchase the power at competitive bidding rates. Competitive bidding rate means if distribution company would like to purchase wind capacity or wind energy in a huge quantity, 100 megawatt, 500 megawatt, 1000 megawatt, they float the bid for international developers. They come in Gujarat and set up energy and give at the lowest rate. Where you will see that in 2012 or 13, 16, the rate was 4 rupees 19 paisa per unit determined by the GRC. But after 2017, when bidding started, it has come down up to 2.43 paisa per unit. This is sell to DISCOM. Of course, it's in a huge capacity, more than 500 to 1000 megawatt, like that. So how renewable energy is developed in India and in Gujarat, that we will see that even in wind, we have seen that once upon time it was 175, then increased 260, then 337, 356, 415, 419, and then after competitive bidding, it has come down to 2.44 per unit. So now you will see that how this renewable portfolio is increased and without carbon emission. We will get energy in future. This portfolio will further increase to the extent that uh, by we can generate energy, and it is target that 40% energy should come from renewable only by 2030. So it's a huge quantum, and for this target we'll have to set up uh, this renewable capacity in terms of gigawatts. In terms of gigawatts, gigawatts means 1 gigawatt is 1,000 megawatt. So I have just said that competitive bidding started in 2017, and what the progress has, you will see on the screen that even more than 700 megawatt energy Gujarat has signed with different various developers, and they are on implementing stage. Will not uh, progressing high in wind, but in solar also. First time, as I said earlier, that project cost was 16.5, and tariff was 15 and 5. At that time also, Gujarat has signed more than 900 megawatt, and these plants were implemented around 900 megawatt in before 2013. So at after that period, Gujarat has never seen behind and just progressing in renewable energy. Uh, then government Gujarat in 15 also amended solar policy for next 5 years, and now it has been extended up to this 31st December 20. In this also, government has given benefits, various benefits, that you can set a project for 25 years, whatever size of project. There are two types, two sizes of project: kilowatt size and megawatt size. And anybody can, even the individual, residential, government, commercial, industries, even agriculture sector can set up energy. Main concession is given is electricity duty. Whatever generation, whatever consumption from generation of renewable energy is exempted from electricity duty. So this is also a huge exemption. Suppose a industries is taking power at 7 rupees and paying electricity more than 1 rupees and 5 paisa. This 1.05 is totally exempted. Suppose I have industries and I have set up solar energy. At this time, it cost is less than 3 rupees. And if I add some open access charges, means billing charges, it will come to 5. So against 8 rupees, I am getting 5 rupees. There is a huge, huge margin and huge benefit to consumer. Even in domestic consumer, government buildings are also now setting up this solar power, even commercial, because there are a lot of benefits available with us. Now you will see that solar tariff is reducing time to time. So people are telling that how this solar power in net metering is working. You will find a diagram on screen that is a solar panel in your rooftop. There is a combiner box inverter. First, it will come to your consumption points, means consumption load in your in your house, and if it is surplus energy, it goes to uh, grid, discom grid. And if you don't have surplus energy and generation is less than your consumption, you can draw it simultaneously from grid. So solar energy is not available everywhere in your home also. Yes, government is now giving subsidy on this rooftop solar. Government has come out with a Surya scheme, Surya Gujarat, that government has notified in last year in 19. This Surya Urja Rooftop Yojana. It is called Surya for residential consumers, just to boost solar generation in the state and give 40% capital subsidy to set up rooftop up to 3 kilowatt, and 20% subsidy to set up solar project beyond 3 kilowatt but up to 10 kilowatt. So if you set up 10 kilowatt in your rooftop, first 3 kilowatt is 40% subsidy and balance 20%. In case you are setting up a 3 kilowatt solar plant on your rooftop, and around 45,000 is a per kilowatt cost. So out of 135,000 capital cost, government is giving 40% subsidy to developer, to consumer, and that is direct given to developer, and consumer has to pay only after subsidy payment to developer. So there are channel partner in our state. You can approach to channel partner. He will complete the procedure with distribution company. You can set up your solar plant. You can avail, and during your billing period, if any surplus is there, you can sell it discount at rupees 2.25 per unit. So this scheme is very attractive, and people are going uh, uh, for setting up this solar plant, rooftop solar plant. You will see now everywhere. You will see on rooftop. Even in Surya, government has also made a provision to for complexes where more than one people. I mean, in flat system in complexes, you can set up even solar rooftop plant, but there are terms and conditions. Another thing that government has also come out with another scheme. It is small scale distributed solar projects. What is that? Small scale. So in terms of megawatt, the big developer are coming and setting up solar plants, but at the small stage, suppose people like middle class or lower higher middle class, if you can start up with small distributed solar project, you can also set up under this small scale distribution solar policy. State government has announced this policy in last year, and this policy is only aimed to facilitate small scale developer to set up 0.5 megawatt to 4 megawatt. Means you can set up either 0.5 to 4 megawatt any range as per your availability of land or your finance. You can set up 0.5 megawatt, inject in grid, and take money from. You can sell to distribution company. So government has decided to give 20% more than competitive. In these days, uh, our tariff of competitive is 2.63. and plus 20 paisa. So under this policy, government is giving 2.83 per unit. This anybody can set up project ranging from 0.5 megawatt to 4 megawatt, sell to distribution company. This scheme has already been started and it will last up to this 2nd January. It is extended after 3 December. You can set a project under this scheme, set up the project and sell to distribution company for 25 years. You have to just maintain your project for 25 years, whatever generation, that 100% will be purchased by government distribution companies at 2 rupees 83 paisa. So this is very good policy made by the government. And there is some huge response from the developers, small developers, that has come with you know, this capacity around 1200 megawatt has already been registered, and you will see that within year or 1 year you will find this that these all distribution projects, I mean small cell distributed solar project, will set up in everywhere across the Gujarat. Main benefit is that why it is distributed, because distributed uh, benefit of distributed solar projects, wherever consumption is there, generation is there. In past years, you will find that there are projects, conventional projects, generation project. Suppose Duwaran or Vanagbori or Ukai or Sika, they are generating energy and transmit energy to consumer level. So there is a transmission of energy from one place to another, and there is a transmission loss. But in small scale distribution solar project, main benefit to distribution companies also that it is a reduction in loss, transmission loss and distribution loss. Where is where consumption is there, you set up project, so there is no transmission within that substation. You can sell energy to discom, and it will be consumed by surrounding consumers. So it is a good solar policy by the government. Another is MSME policy. This is also a good for small scale, I mean micro, small, and mini entrepreneur policy. Government has come out with this policy. You can set up this project at any capacity, whatever you like. Suppose if you have 1 megawatt consumer, you can set up 5,000 even, but you'll have to consume within 7 to 6 during the day, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. And now, earlier government has made provision that you'll have to consume within same 15-minute block. But now the terms, these conditions are relaxed, and now you can use that energy during 7 to 6. This is also a good policy by the government, and any MSME manufacturing consumer can set up this project at any capacity, irrespective of this contract load or contract demand. And government has also given one benefit, that earlier it was the whatever surplus energy was purchased by the government at 175, but now it is relaxed, and government announced that the government will purchase at 225 rupees 225 per unit. So this is also a good policy for small scale consumers. In MSME policy, government is given two options. Either you can set up for captive use, or any developer can set up under MSME and give to consumer under third party sale. But there are some other applicable charges. This means cross subsidy surcharge, additional surcharge you will have to pay, and you can sell to any consumers within Gujarat. So this is also a good policy by the government, and the government has relaxed some norms in this year also. So uh, and this will also will see that that project will come under this policy also. Apart from these policies, government itself has developed big solar park. You might have heard the Charanka Solar Park in North Gujarat. It is located at Charanka pattern at a stretch of 2,000-acre land, and the capacity of that park is around more than 700 megawatt. Of course, Gujarat Power Corporation is a park developer. You can approach the developer and park developer. You can also set up within the park for either for sell to any distribution company, or you can sell to across the India. You generate the energy in park and sell it in other states also, but in a huge way, 50 megawatt, 100 megawatt like this. Like uh, government is also now developing other two park in North Gujarat. It is was Raganeshra and Harshad, and also coming with Dholera Park also. Dholera Park capacity is around 5,000 megawatt, and you will see within a coming future that you will find solar parks in Dholera near Ahmedabad. So in these parks facility, that is single window facilities. A project developer come to GPCL, and it will, because this park is developed by GPCL. All infrastructure is developed by GPCL, and it's a given infrastructure, even evacuation facility. You set a project, you will get evacuation facility right uh, in the park, and this transmission capacity is set up by Gujarat Energy Transmission Corporation. Government has also come with a wind and solar hybrid policy 2018. What is hybrid policy? Suppose there is a solar park and there is a potential of wind energy. You can also set up a wind energy park within that solar park. Or alternatively, suppose there is a wind park, wind will generation, and you have space and potential of solar energy. You can also add solar capacity. So within the same transmission capacity, you can use both wind and solar hybrid. And inject in the grid. It is also available for all these options: sell to distribution companies for captive energy. And before 2 days, as I have said earlier, that Honorable PM has just inaugurated this Kutch solar park, where its expected target is around 30 gigawatt. You will see, and there are big developers who are developing this hybrid park in Kutch area. So there are different types of projects: Type A, Type B, Type C. It is also available in your screen that how projects will come up in uh, next few years. Up till now, we have just discussed for two renewable energy sources, wind and solar. But there are other sources also, small hydel. Small hydel, government also come up with a policy in 2005, and also now in 2016 also come with another policy. And given banking, given other benefits to small, who can set up small hydel power project. We have a canal network in Gujarat. Even SSNL set up numbers of solar projects, and they are using for their own consumption. So this is a renewable energy sources which can use for generation and basically for good environment, for reduction in carbon emission. Another sources of and energy is biomass. What is biomass? And bagasse based projects also. Biomass based projects means we have agricultural waste in the Gujarat, and there is a lot of wastage which is burned by the farmers. Nowadays, you will find in Delhi that uh, uh, agriculture, I mean, farmers are just burning out that waste, but that waste can be used in biomass project. And government has also come out with a policy, and GRC has also determined its tariff. Even bagasse based projects means it is a sugarcane waste from sugarcane. If you will, you will find this near this sugar factories where there is a huge waste of bagasse sugarcane, and that waste can be used to generate energy, and same energy can be used in sugar factory. So they have a combined cycle prime plant. I mean, co-generation plant. So you can use that waste for generation of energy, and from the same generation, you can run the plant. So this is also a good uh, project, and it is come under renewable energy project. Second thing is next is waste to energy. You will see the waste to energy project. You will see in next few years that municipal corporations, there is a huge waste, municipal waste accumulated at one site, and in every city there's a huge problem that how we can how can discard this waste. So you can use that waste for generation of energy also, and there is a waste to energy project. Government has also come out with the waste to energy project, and GRC has also determined this. Any developer can set up this project and sell to distribution company. Distribution company shall have to purchase this tariff determined by GRC, and it is a good source of energy, and there, it helps to our environment, including this Swachh Bharat under Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. So, friends, these all are sources in renewable energy sources in Gujarat we have seen. And if you have any question, I have shared my email address, and you can also contact the BMA for this.
People will ask the sir. People will ask the question right now in the chat box.
No problem.
And in case, in fact, we are running short of time, so
Yes,
we
sir.
allow certain questions to be asked. And
Yes.
then, if it takes longer and if there are many questions, then we'll ask participants to talk one-on-one.
Oh, sure. Hello.
Yeah. See, there is one question from a gentleman that he has got two houses.
Hmm.
One he is using, and other one he has rented out to someone.
Yes, sir.
And he want to set the rooftop at both the place.
Yes, sir.
Now, the one which is set on his own house, he consumes the electricity.
Yes, sir.
But the one which he has rented, and on that much house he put a rooftop. So is it possible that he generate the solar energy there and consume where he is an owner, because his tenant is not giving anything extra for setting the rooftop on that house?
No, under net metering project, you can set up project within same premises where you use. under net metering project, you cannot set up any elsewhere. Of course, rented premises is there. It is and solar plant is there. That solar energy has to be used within the same premises. So you cannot wheel energy through grid to your own where you are staying. Because solar rooftop projects are set up under net metering framework. Net metering means you can set up projects within same premises and use in the same premises. So next.
It is not a question, but then people say that suppose I generate the electricity through a solar,
Yes.
and if I sell it to the Jetco or MGVCL
distribution company,
when I give it to a discom, they pay me 2.25, I believe, right?
Yes, sir.
And if I consume directly from that, I am paying almost how much? 6, 7?
See,
minimum
residential tariff is right now is around 6 rupees and plus
6 rupees. So when I consume without rooftop, let's say I pay 6 rupees.
Yes, sir.
If I generate and consume the same, I save 6 rupees. But if I generate more, I earn only 2.25.
Yes, because to restrict the this is for captive use. You can so you use the energy for your own use. It is not for sale of energy, but government is giving 225 because you if you have surplus energy, so consumer can set up a solar plant as per his requirement, not to sell to of course government is giving 225 for surplus energy. But this net metering and rooftop is meant for captive consumption.
Okay, thank you. I think, is there any question?
Yeah, just humble request to speaker and Deepak bhai, can you just start the video?
Yes.
Because now in this pandemic situation, sometimes as a participant, I feel like આકાશવાણી થઈ રહી છે આમાંથી એમાં. આટલા બધા senior most person.
To say the
I agree. પણ જસ્ટ લાઇટર નોટ એમાં આપણે બધા અને આજે દીપકભાઈ આટલા બધા સિનિયર મોસ્ટ પર્સન આપણી સાથે છે એડિશનલ ચીફ એન્જિનિયર એટલે સુપ્રીમ પોસ્ટ કહેવાય વી કેન સે ઇઝ ઓથોરિટેરિયન એમાંથી એટલે આટલું બધું હમ્બલ છે.
No, he has justified the subject.
Yeah.
No, he has given a lot of details and he has gone really in depth of the subject and he has covered all the aspect of this subject and he has really justified this subject very nicely. Thank you, sir, for giving a wonderful lecture. And I think that we have noted your mobile number and mail ID in case some participants who are there on the YouTube or some other place, and if they ask any questions, we request them to contact you and please help them.
Thank you.
There are 3 questions, sir. There are just 3 questions in between that. It is in the chat box. Yes. Number 1 is by Mr. Udham Singh. He's our managing committee member and very active participant in all the programs.
Yes,
thank you उधम सिंह जी. आपका जो कंसंट्रेशन है ना वो मेरे लिए बहुत अप्रिशिएट होता है कि ऐसे रेयर केस देखा है FET में इतना इंटरेस्ट हो. His question: what is expected life of the solar energy system for the household and maintained in a coastal area? Main cost per unit.
See,
life of the solar system.
Life of solar system is 25 years. It is expected, but it may last more than 25 years also, if you maintain it. So for inverter is concerned, along with this, it has 12 to 13 years life. So you have to replace in between, in middle of the lifespan of this panel. So if it is maintained, it will last for 25 years.
Okay, in addition, it is just my personal interest of area. When you say life of the one solar panel is 25 years, but is it mandatory subject to condition that periodically we maintain that panel by cleaning the
Yes,
surface or something
uh,
like this?
yes. If you will clean this solar panel and regular duration, you will get more and more generation because it is very necessary. Your solar panel should be cleaned so that whatever solar radiation comes, so 100% we can utilize this solar radiation by cleaning these panels only.
So in these regards, at the time of installation, we should take care that enough space is required to clean the panel because many times we can see from the roadside that at many terrace they have covered 100%. So sometimes I feel like now they need Spider-Man or Superman to reach there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
See, this our requirement or demand or our consumption should I mean generation of solar panels should be restricted to our consumption only, not to cover up whole terrace, so we cannot maintain. So there must be a space that you can maintain these solar panels.
yeah. One more question, very important question, and yes, this is a very smart way you are asking, but hidden message should be there. What's about the assurance of buyback policy? Because the solar life panel is 25 years, but after a certain period, hope same government is continue or maybe whatever is there
No, no.
political front. There
Policy,
is
once policy is notified by the government, it is under agreement, and it is a power purchase agreement, another agreement, and nobody can, even government cannot change. Any
oh
government, political,
oh
it will not affect if any political party come in power or not. It doesn't affect because
oh
we have a power purchase agreement. In 1995, there were power purchase agreement which was last up to 20 years. 20, I mean, which will be completed in 2015, and they have extended that period of even they are running. That windmills are still running with present norms. So government, any political party cannot change, or new government cannot change this terms and condition of power purchase because it is contract between developer or consumer and distribution company.
okay. One
Government,
more, yeah, please, sorry,
yeah,
sir.
government is providing guideline and policy. Under this policy, this power purchase agreement, and it is a statutory document. You cannot change that, and no government can change.
Okay. One more important question. What is the expected life of the solar energy system for household and main cost? Okay, that's we have covered. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there any minimum limit for the rooftop consumer to use their own generation? This question by Mr. Srivastava.
Yes, there is a kilowatt
Sir.
scale and megawatt scale. As I said in my, suppose a residential consumer, minimum it can set up 1 kilowatt, and there is no
Oh,
upper limit. You can set up at any kilowatt, even beyond your demand, but you will not get surplus energy at that rupees, that rate. That's why government has restricted the rate at 2.25, that you can use your generation as per your requirement on it.
in future, can we sell our whatever energy generated by solar panel for the vehicle automobile application? Own consumption is one side, and sell the same things to the for the business purpose.
Yeah, yeah. In future, we will see that e-vehicles, EV.
Ah, ah,
Nowadays, there is a lot of discussion on EVs, and we have
ah.
seen that in future you will set only EV. It may be with charging point with solar, or you can charge this EV through a solar panels.
Yeah, we can charge our own vehicle through solar panel, but can
Yeah.
we set up for the commercial purpose? We,
Yes, there is a central policy that you can set up charging stations across the India, anywhere.
Okay.
Of course, nowadays it is on conventional, but you can set up a renewable for charging station also.
Okay, and sell to the people directly. Is that allowed?
It is charge. Yes, you can charge the vehicle through solar that charging station, but
Okay.
that energy is generated through renewable sources.
Okay. Right. Thank you. Yeah, Deepak bhai, I think we have covered most of the question. Okay, just let us check it in the chat box. That
I
question.
think
Okay, my back. Yeah, sir.
I have seen chat box. Most of the questions are answered quite satisfactorily. Kambada ji, thank you very much for
Thank you, sir.
coming
Thank you very much, sir.
to address the Friday evening talk on well justified. You justified the subject. You have gone really deep into the subjects, and you have revealed so many things which probably people would not have known. Being in the position, you have so many statistics, so many data, and so many details which normally people would not have shared. And thank you very much for giving and sharing this knowledge
So
with us.
this data is publicly available in public domain. Only I have gathered data in one presentation.
Yeah, but
All
there are
data
so many
are
things available. See, if
yes,
you go on the Google, there are so many things available. So it is basically the intelligent and the knowledgeable people who basically compile and gather the right information to the audience. So you have done a good job, and thank you very much for being with
thank
us
you.
on this Friday evening talk. And I think we request all the participants to visit the website of the Baroda Management Association, where we normally announce our future programs. And once you become the member of Baroda Management Association, you have an access to the various library, various facility available to you. So I think that you go and visit the website of Baroda Management Association, and you are able to attend so many training programs which BM is conducting round the year at a very concessional rate. So I wish that people who are attending this Friday evening talk, they be the member and join the entire mass. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nimit bhai,
Mr.
anything you want to
Chairman.
add? Nimit bhai, would you like to add anything?
Yeah. Yeah, Deepak, sorry. Just on behalf of Baroda Management Association, I apologize to Mr. Ashwin Khambata, our today's guest speaker, that actually we have organized this program last month, and I think around 20 November, but due to the last moment mega issue in the Zoom software, that it's a hang for almost half an hour, and we couldn't start. So I'm so sorry, sir, and I'm actually sorry and apologize to all the respected participants, because sir, today we already crossed around 100 participants, and the same day last time, even up to 7 o'clock, 22 participants are there. They are waiting for us. So I'm so sorry, due to some software issue, we have not started, and that program was postponed. And thank you, sir. Just our own one phone request you have agreed to conduct today. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Deepak bhai, and thank you,
Chairman, deal mange more. Yeah, thank you. Chairman said deal
Next
mange
Friday
more.
we have a yeah, thank you, sir. And next Friday we have a spiritual speaker, and here being us, we thought that some spiritual speakers should address the audience. So we have a spiritual speaker. And we really thank wholeheartedly to Udamji for being with us in most of the program until end. So thank you very much. With this, we end the program.